matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills at 12-1 now to start play. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Number 38. Ball is ready.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. After the sack on 1st down, Allen taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Locates Hardman for another catch. 2nd down at 5.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Left side, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And cycle. Strike. Check strike. Blue strike.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Complete to Dawson Knox. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 60-yard line.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Allen off the play fake. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Cook running right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the game, 17th of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and have quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 65 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, it seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
6, 7. Ready?
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, Brad!
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On the double. Ultra.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. The left side caught by Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Allen off the play fake. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road.